I always thought I was the boring one in the relationship. My wife, Sarah, was the life of the party. I was the guy who paid the bills and made sure the cars had oil. But 3 days ago, Sarah sat me down and told me she wanted a divorce. She said I was distant. She said she suspected I was cheating. I was devastated. I spent 2 days begging her to stay, promising I'd change. Then, yesterday, her iPad synced with her work phone. And I realized she wasn't leaving because I was distant. She was leaving because she was pregnant. And I've been sterile since 2018. Let me back up. I'm 32, Sarah is 29. We've been married for 5 years. For the last 6 months, Sarah has been different. She started gym classes at 9 p.m. She put a passcode on her phone. Classic signs, right? But when I asked her about it, she flipped the script. She'd say, "You're so controlling. This is why I can't breathe in this marriage." She made me feel like I was the villain. I actually started therapy to work on my jealousy issues. The therapist told me I needed to trust her, so I did. Until the divorce talk. She cried. She told me she loved me, but she couldn't live with a man who didn't trust her. She said she needed space to find herself. She packed a bag and went to stay at her sister's house. I was a mess. I was sitting on the couch, staring at the wall, when I heard a ding from the kitchen. It was her old iPad. She uses it for recipes. I walked over. It wasn't a recipe. It was an iMessage. It popped up on the screen. "Did you tell him yet? I can't wait to set up the nursery." My heart stopped. I didn't know the passcode, but I knew she used the same pin for everything. I typed in our anniversary, unlock, and there it was, hundreds of messages, photos. The guy wasn't a stranger. It was her personal trainer, Mark. And then I saw the photo that ended my marriage. A picture of a positive pregnancy test sent 2 weeks ago with the caption, "Our little secret." I sat there frozen. I had a vasectomy 3 years ago. We agreed no kids. She knew that. I didn't call her. I didn't text her. I went to the safe, took out my vasectomy medical records, and made a copy. Then I drove to her sister's house. Her whole family was there. Her mom, her dad, her sister. They looked at me like I was a monster. Her dad stood up and said, "You need to leave." Sarah told us everything. She told us how you've been emotionally abusive. I didn't say a word. I just walked past him and threw the manila envelope on the coffee table. "What is this?" Sarah asked, her voice trembling. "That," I said, "is proof that I can't have kids." The room went silent. I looked at her dad. "Ask her who Mark is, and ask her whose baby she's carrying." Sarah's face went pale. She tried to grab the envelope, but her dad snatched it first. "Is this true?" he asked. She started sobbing. It was a mistake. I was lonely. Mark listened to me. I walked out while they were still screaming at each other. Since then, my phone has blown up. Not from her, she's too ashamed, but from Mark's wife. Yeah, turns out Mark is married too. I may have sent her a few screenshots on Facebook. Sarah is trying to contest the prenup, claiming emotional distress. Good luck with that. I'm currently staying at a hotel, drinking expensive scotch, and realizing that the boring guy just dodged a massive bullet. I lost a wife, but I kept my dignity. And honestly, I've never slept better. What would you do? Would you have exposed her to her family, or just walked away? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button for more.